I ponder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire, my time today. I have these thoughts so often I ought to.
You know, we get the question, who are you influenced by? And we always kind of stood by this answer that, you know, we're not going to list 3 or 4 people, because then people will kind of try to find those bands or those artists inside of what it is we're making, and then not that we're, you know, protective of our credit or our success, but to kind of strictly narrow it down to the amount of time that we have to maybe list a couple of artists is just not fair, because we're influenced by so many people. I digress. But the question, who aren't you influenced by? I have a question for you, and that's, how long of an interview can this be? That's pretty negative of me to say.
Well, it's tough, because I think that there are bands that, like, I know that we, you know, if we would go see a show locally, we would come away from it and kind of have conversation of like, okay, I wouldn't want to do this or this or this, but that doesn't necessarily reflect on genres or styles of music, because there are I think that we're probably influenced by almost every style of music in some way. I don't. Maybe we are influenced by country music.
Well, yeah, there's that. That's a go-to. But I think one of the things, I'm not influenced by any band who says on stage, "Give it up for yourselves." I just refuse to be influenced by them, because that doesn't make any sense to me. As an audience member, as I'm watching a show, and a guy on stage goes, "Give it up for yourselves for coming out to the show tonight. Give it up for yourselves, Columbus or Cleveland or whatever." Like, I don't want to clap for myself. That doesn't make any sense at all. It's not why I'm here. And so there's things like that, where you watch shows, you kind of grow up in a scene watching bands do their thing, and you realize, I'm not going to do that. I don't want any part of that. You know, I'm not influenced by any band who stands on stage and goes, "How's everybody here on the right side?" And you're thinking, that's your right side. That's not my right side. I'm on the left side. And
do you not shout then when they do?
No, I'm just like, no, that's over there, buddy. You know what I'm saying? So when a lead singer is on stage and goes, "Give it up for the right side," the audience feels like they're on the left side. And that's just a small little piece of something that we've tried to work on, and that's putting ourselves in the audience, trying to understand what it is that they see, and asking us, you know, the question, what would we want to see at a show? We want to have some sort of connection with that audience member, and those people who are making that show even exist. And to lose sight of that is it's very easy to pick up on if a band or an artist has lost sight of needing the audience.
I ponder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire, my time today. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought, 'cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence.